How are we, lads? Here we go. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Saturday afternoon football review for round 15 of the NRL, where we just saw the Newcastle Knights defeat the New Zealand Warriors 10 points to 6 down there at Newcastle at McDonald Jones Stadium. A very scrappy game of football down there in the wet in Newcastle. I was hoping to see a bit of an entertaining game, but nonetheless, we've got a low-scoring defensive grind. We haven't had a lot of those games this year because of how fast the game is. But as always, round 15, it is Beanie for Brain Cancer Red. If you haven't bought yourself a Beanie yet, make sure you go and get yourself one. It's a fantastic cause, and I hope everyone's enjoying the round of footy. I know there's been a lot of controversy this round, and there was a little bit in this game as well, but the Knights, they get away with the win over the Warriors, 10 points to 6, and we'll get into the game. And, the first 20 minutes or so was 0-all. I thought the first 20 minutes or so was very, very, very back and forth. It was literally anyone's game, the opening 20 minutes. Newcastle had a few opportunities, and they didn't capitalise on them, and the Warriors as well. They had a few chances, and, obviously they didn't take advantage of that early on. And then in the 25th minute, there was a play from the Warriors out the back. Kurt Mann had the ball for Newcastle, and he sort of knocked the ball backwards, knocked it on, a sort of thing. Ewan Aiken just scoops the ball up, runs about 80 metres to score in the corner for the Warriors. A great try from Ewan Aiken. I didn't know he was that quick, but great try from Ewan Aiken. The Warriors go out to a 6-0 lead. Conversion is successful by Reece Walsh. Warriors 6-0 after 25 minutes, and then not long after that, in the 31st minute, Lachlan Fitzgibbon scores a very nice try. A beautiful ball from Mitchell Pearce. It was good to see Mitchell Pearce back in action this afternoon, and a great try assist from Mitchell Pearce. I thought his game management was good all day, and a great short ball to Fitzgibbon, and he crashes over for a try for the Knights. And Jake Clifford missed a pretty easy conversion, so Warriors still led the game now at 6 points to 4, and then 34th minute. This is where the controversy starts to begin with the stupid crackdown and the stupid sin bin rule. Lachlan Fitzgibbon, he gets sin bin for a high shot on Cody Nikorima. Look, go on my Instagram story. You'll see the video. Go on Fox. Go and watch it. Honestly, you can't miss it. Seriously, what was Lachlan Fitzgibbon literally meant to do? Cody Nikorima was really off balance. And then Fitzgibbon sort of came in. Nikorima was going down to the ground because he was trying to regather the ball, and Fitzgibbon clobbered him in the head, and there was nowhere for him to go. He goes in the sin bin for it. I talked about it last night with the Reece Robson one. We saw in the Roosters Panthers game that Siwa Takiaho won, which was another 50-50 call. But my God, the sin bins, they're just killing teams at the moment. Once a player goes to the sin bin, it makes it very difficult for the opposition to defend. So I thought it was a really tough call. And, these sin bins, they are really killing the game at the moment. But then, I thought it was a really tough call, in my opinion. But anyway, halftime, Warriors 6, Knights 4. I thought both teams were a bit sloppy in the first half. Obviously it was wet conditions down there in Newcastle. So it was literally anyone's game at halftime. And then in the 52nd minute, Reece Walsh dropped a bomb from Jake Clifford, went about 1,000 metres in the air and back. And Reece Walsh drops the ball. Tobias Straight to an offside position, throws the ball dead. Newcastle kick a penalty goal there through Jake Clifford, levels the game up at 6-all. And then from there on, it was just back and forth for a while there. And then in the 75th minute, Reece Walsh misses a field goal from about 25 metres out. It was a pretty easy field goal to kick, but he missed it to the left. Seven tackle set for Newcastle. Newcastle get down the other end, and then Brodie Jones scores in the corner, which pretty much wins the game for the Newcastle Knights. It was a good try, actually. Mitchell Pearce got the ball. He was really calm as well. He didn't panic. He really stayed calm when he got the ball there, Mitchell Pearce. Gave it on to Fitzgibbon. Gave it on to Brodie Jones. He goes over in the corner for the Knights and pretty much scores a try in the 77th minute to win the game for the Newcastle Knights. Clifford misses the conversion. Knights go out to a 10-6 lead. Warriors need a miracle. They go short kickoff. Wasn't great. Knights get the ball back. And then, again, this is where it just gets a bit ridiculous. But Murdoch Basila goes to the sin bin for a high tackle. Look, honestly, I thought it was laughable. If it's at the point where a high tackle was on report or a sin bin, I think it's ridiculous. We're playing rugby league for crying out loud. We're not playing ballet. This is not pole dancing. This is rugby league. This is a tough physical sport. You go out there and play tough football. It's rugby league. Expect contact. Sometimes you will get hit in the head and you cannot resist. Peter Vellani says, oh, just tackle lower. Oh, you tackle lower? Yeah, you're going to get more concussions than what you already get now. So, anyone who says tackle lower, you're just an idiot because you clearly know nothing about the game. Oh, tackle lower, tackle lower. It makes no sense. So, honestly, tough call against the Warriors, but the game was already over. Knights had the ball. They were 20 metres out in attack, and it was pretty much over. And, yeah, full time. Newcastle Knights 10, New Zealand Warriors 6. The funny thing about this game is the Warriors led a long time in this game. Newcastle only took the lead when they scored that try with 3 minutes to go. So, Newcastle led for 3 minutes the whole game. That's pretty insane. So, good on Newcastle. Mitchell Pearce back in the side. It gave them more direction. It gave them more leadership and, game management. But, we'll talk about some of the great players. We'll start with the Knights, I thought Brady Jones was great in the centres. I thought he had a great game. I thought Hymel Hunt played really well. Clifford was a bit of a mixed bag, good and bad in some parts. Mitchell Pearce was outstanding in my opinion. I thought Daniel and Jacob Saifiti were both terrific. I thought Mitchell Barnett had a great game. I thought the Newcastle bench was really good as well with David Clemmer and Connor Watson were great off the bench as well. I thought Josh King did a great job for Newcastle off the bench. As for the Warriors, I thought Reece Walsh had a bit of a mixed bag. He was good and bad in periods. I thought Ewan Aiken was terrific as well for the Warriors. I thought Tobias Sheck was a bit off his game today. He was a bit off. The halves, Nick Rimmer and O'Sullivan, I thought they both were decent. Nothing amazing. No real standout there, but I thought they were solid. I thought Adam Fanil-Blake was fantastic for the Warriors. I thought he had a really good game. Murdoch Basila was a bit quiet, but that's what happens when you put him in the front row. Put him on an edge, and he will be a much better player, and you'll get more out of him on an edge. I thought Toru Harris was good for the Warriors. I thought Ali Katoa did a good job. I thought he was a bit injured at the back end of that game. Also, I thought Leeson Armel, he did a great job for the Warriors on the bench as well. And I've got to say as well, another reason why I believe the Warriors lost the game today was because the service from Jazz Tavago dummy half was really poor. He did a terrible job in my opinion. Jazz Tavago dummy half, for crying out loud. Get a hooker in there next week, honestly. Put Nick Reeman to number 9. Put Reece Walsh in the halves with Sean O'Sullivan. Put RTS at fullback and bring in someone. Bring in Rocco Berry if he's fit. Bring him into the side. I wasn't really a big fan of Jazz Tavago dummy half. I thought he was really poor. But Newcastle Knights, man, they get away with the win today over the Warriors. 10 points to 6 and a pretty decent low-scoring game of footy. My top 3 players on ground for this game, I'm going to go number 3. I'm going to go with Brady Jones. I thought he was great. Number 2, I'm going to go with Mitchell Pearce. I thought he had a great game. And number 1, my man of the match, I'm going to go with Daniel Saifiti. Ran for 200 metres. Thought he was great today in the front row for the Knights. And he gets my man of the match for the Knights and Warriors game. But if you guys enjoyed the Saturday afternoon football review, make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later tonight for the Saturday night football review between the Dragons and the Raiders and the Storm and the Tigers. Until then, take care of yourselves, enjoy the other 2 games, and I'll see you guys later on.